Hi, this is DH Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself a very basic question. Can I lope 10 days when it keeps getting worse? We're at the 60% threshold now, which means that we can't eat any food whose condition is over 60%. We can't wear any clothing that's condition is over 60%. Let's get back into it right there. We're in Ravine in a blizzard because, of course, we got plenty of water. We can drink. There's a we had a decent amount of snow last night, so there's a plow going on outside. There's some beeping as it backs up back and forth. If you hear that, my apologies. Okay, not loving the condition. I think I saw we could make Bannock, but no, I think I'm confusing that with what the Loper run I did last night. We can make porridge. Why not? Something to do. Can't eat it until its condition deteriorates, but we can make it. I think we already made it. Here's a potato I'm gonna let go bad and then eat. Yeah. I guess we could sleep an hour at a time here, except for the whole freezing to death thing and the fire not lasting long enough. We have more coal though. Let's give it 4. I assume those bunnies despawned, but even if they didn't, there's nothing I can do with them. Let's try this again. Whoa. Oh. We don't have a bedroll. Again, confusing the Loper run. Okay, we don't have a bedroll, so we're not sleeping. So I guess we're hanging out. Can't repair clothes because that actually puts them in a position where we'd have to get rid of them sooner. We don't want that. We can look at Astrid's current clothing setup, which is hilarious. Somehow having the socks is funnier than not having the socks to me. And the fully clothed upper torso is really funny to me compared to the no pants, no long johns situation. Astrid probably does not find it as funny as I do. I think it's a safe bet. These are just hanging on. We're going to lose these today. Now, there have been some, suggestions about, hey, you could do this to destroy your clothing. You could do that, to, like, reduce the effectiveness of your clothing. I feel like the risk-reward on that is not strong enough, at least, like, walking into the fire and stuff. I know that was suggested. I'm going to take damage from that. It's going to damage the clothing? Probably. I don't know. Actually, if it does or not, that would be something fun to science out. Not with this run. But I'm going to have to take it off eventually anyway. We're not going to damage something in the window of 10% to 0. And at a certain point, we just have to start, treating this like a naked run. And I'm kind of almost in that headspace now. There's just so little I can do with my time because I can't repair clothing. I guess I'm just waiting this thing out, man. I waited it out, man.
Anything right about now.
Astrid's hungry. Astrid, we got no shortage of food, my friend. We have no shortage of food. It's all terrible, but we have it. You want a bag candy bar? Go crazy. Did you like that one? Here's another one. Don't eat that potato. It's far too good. All these candy bars. Alright, better? Okay, we need to get to a bed. Which means we need to get out of Ravine. So I'm going to have to leave some of this fire behind. There's not a lot of point just sitting here watching it. At least visibility is good, so I'll have a good shot at seeing Scoopy on my way into Mystery Lake. I did think a little bit this morning about the fact that, for better or for worse, I end up in a lot of the same maps all the time because there are certain maps that are just much easier to handle at the early stages of the game, and the game tends to place you near them. So, you know, particularly Mystery Lake, we end up there a lot, and we spend a lot of time there. It's a map that I think pretty much all Long Dark players know pretty well. I would like to work on that. I'm going to come up with some ideas on how to do like some like Far Territory themed challenges, and you know, just try to get us out of our comfort zone every now and then, so that we're not just seeing just the same stuff over and over. So I'm acknowledging that. I'm calling that out as a problem that no one has complained about. And now I'm worried people will complain about it because I put it in their head. Which I don't want. I don't want to convince you you're not happy if you are. That is the job of advertisers. Advertisers' job is to convince you that you're not happy. I've thought about this a lot. Because, you know, there's basic needs stuff. But most basic needs stuff doesn't need to be advertised too heavily. That's why you don't see a lot of ads for, like, milk anymore. You know? Because most people already want milk. They don't need an ad to convince them that they need milk. They probably already want milk and will be picking up milk and bread and stuff at the store. No. You need a Cadbury, you know, Reese's caramel egg. And that they got to sell you on. They gotta make sure you don't feel good about whatever you're giving yourself now. No, you deserve the Reese's caramel Cadbury peanut butter chocolate egg, which kind of sounds good now. So yeah, I think the whole job of advertising is to make you feel bad. But it would be better if you had this. Astrid would just like to have some clothing, some pants. Now I'm trying to remember. Has Astrid ever had pants? Did she have pants at the beginning? And we had did we have to take them off as soon as it went to 90%? I feel like she had pants, and we had to lose them right away. Very cold outside. It's very cold in game. It's been a couple months, but I still just love these new boxcar textures. So great. Nope, nope, and nope. I don't care about any of that. Goodbye. I had somebody come in last night to the Twitch stream, and they were talking about their 1,800-day Loper run, which is just... That's just hard for me to wrap my head around. Like, this may be controversial, and I'm not trying to minimize anybody's achievements, but I feel like if you can live... In general, if you can live 100 days, you probably can live 1,000 days. In terms of a skill perspective. Then it just becomes a question of decision-making and RNG. But more decision-making. And eventually I will make a decision that will get me killed, and this person clearly will not. So it's very impressive. But I do think I would run out of things to do. And I know Zach has talked about, you know, how he gives himself little projects. And, well, okay, I want to see if I can get all of these and do all of that. I think I kind of want to get to 500 just because that's a threshold that's relevant, you know, in the community, and it's kind of like 3,000 hits in baseball. And it's you know, there's an achievement associated with it. Oh, I guess not my call. I can't see going much past 500. I mean, I honestly can't see ever making 500, but if it happens, it happens. You know, it'll happen on Twitch. I generally just have a main Loper run on Twitch, and it just goes as far as it goes. I don't, weirdly, considering what I do on YouTube, I don't do challenges on Twitch. I don't do like some of the popular ones on Twitch, you know, like the Wolf Wrangler, and like, I don't do any of those. I mean, it's cool. I like seeing other people do them. I just want to show up and play. Occasionally, I've done my own. Like I did like a burglar run on Twitch, but in general, I just show up and just play and just see how far it goes. And I'd love to say, okay, well, you know, if you like The Long Dark, you want to watch me on Twitch, show up. I'm on about 5:30, 6 o'clock every night, which is true. And I'd love to say on like these nights, I'm playing Long Dark. I kind of tend to just go with whatever I mean, I do more Long Dark than anything else. I try to do Long Dark 3 to 4 nights a week. But sometimes I just feel like doing something else. And I often don't know what I'm playing 15 minutes before I go live. Last night I got back to Long Dark, but prior to that I had been playing Darkest Dungeon 2 because they released some new content, and I've been enjoying that. When Civ 7 comes out, I will be playing a lot of Civ 7 on Twitch. I don't really need that either. Okay, time to sleep, Astrid. How are you on matches, by the way? Oh, you're in great shape. Wow, that's very good. Okay, drink. Let's drinkify. Fluidify our systems. And then we will sleep, I'm going to say 9. It's going to put us a lot closer to that 50% threshold. Yikes. We have 53 minutes left. Oh no. Do I run down to Camp HQ now while I still have a little bit of clothing? Like I'm gonna that we don't lose that one now. That one went down. That we're gonna lose, but we have a hat to replace it. We'll lose this. I think that's a better shot than the dam. I think. Yeah. We have the matches. Let's not be greedy. We got the matches. We got the Mega Torch. Let's make it happen. Yeah, let's just get down to Camp HQ. And maybe in the interest of novelty, like I said, maybe we just keep going. After that, maybe we stop at Camp HQ. Maybe we take a side swing to Trappers, but then maybe we keep going to Muskeg. A lot of it will depend on a bedroll. If there's a bedroll in Camp HQ, I think more likely, yeah, let's just keep going. Let's go to Broken Railroad, and let's do some different stuff. But you know, the number one goal is to get the W. I don't like it when I don't get the W. I've had to release 2 series in a row as supercuts. My brain kept wanting to call them mega packs. Supercuts for minor, and then car mechanic. Didn't get the dub in either of those. I don't like that. Hey, I'm as competitive as the next guy. I don't get mad when I die. I still want to win though. Here's the yellow thing. How are you? This thing has a name. I never pay attention to what it is, and I'm not starting now. It's the yellow thing. What color is it? Yellow. Is it a thing? Yes. Therefore, I'm not wrong. Hey, look at that thing. It's yellow. You could say it's gold, but that's, you know, colors. I think I remember reading that men and women have different amounts of like cones or something in their eyes, and so women can see more variations in colors than men. I don't know that that's true. I think maybe I just heard that. That's the sort of thing, every now and then I'll say something and I'll be like, I kind of wish you hadn't said that. Like, that sounds like something that somebody might get upset about. Please don't get upset. I'm never trying to upset anyone. How about that sports team? I was gaming with my boys last night. My boys love to tease me about my complete ignorance of professional sports, considering I used to be a big sports fan. And so they tested me. Did I know who was in the Super Bowl this year? And I knew half of it. I knew the Chiefs were in. It's like, okay, and who are they playing? And I think I started with... I don't even remember who I started with. And so they gave me a hint. They said, well, it's a team that's played the Patriots in the past in the Super Bowl. You know, I'm from Maine, so, you know, there was a time when I was into it. And I was a Patriots fan back in the 80s and 90s when they were terrible. I remember their previous Super Bowl appearance against the Chicago Bears, where they lost like 46-10, I believe is the score, against William the Refrigerator Perry and that Steve quarterback guy with the headband and the sunglasses and the Super Bowl shuffle, and the whole thing was ridiculous. We had Steve Grogan was our quarterback. Anyway, so I'm like, I don't know, the Falcons? Because I do remember the Patriots playing the Falcons in the Super Bowl. No, not the Falcons. Okay. Seahawks? They did play the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. No, it's not them. It's a bird team. Okay, I already said 2 bird teams. How many more bird teams could there be? So then I'm just like, San Diego? No, they're not a bird team and they don't even exist anymore. Okay, well that's not it then. And finally, I had to go, okay, East Coast or West Coast? East Coast. And then I came up with the Eagles, which is who they are playing. So it's the Chiefs and the Eagles in a game I won't watch. And won't know who won, probably. Oh, that's with the Taylor Swift guy. Yes, the Taylor Swift guy. Oh, good. The moose rubs are here. That's a good sign. Now, I like football to watch. Like, if you were to say to me, hey, we got an hour, let's watch something, even though I would say, in general, at a high level, I'm a bigger baseball fan than the other 3 sports. I think if I had to watch something for an hour, I'd rather watch the other 3 sports, as if there's only 4. I would rather watch football, because football is like tactical. Like you don't need to know a lot about what's going on, because what they have to do is so basic. Okay, they got to go from here to here, and they put the line on the screen and everything. It's really basic to understand, and it stops and starts. I like football. It's strategic. Okay, there was a game that we were playing, and it was called The Long Dark. And guess what? We are not warm here, and we're about to get colder. So the first thing we need to do is relight that torch, which I think might have been keeping us warm. Yup. And fire off this. We don't have tinder. It's always scary when you go into a building and then you're like, oh, I'm not warm here. Now what do I do? Could you please? And then we're gonna do the cut down. I had time to go through my stuff, maybe eat some food, but I used it up talking about sports. Like a dope. So, I think we're going to make a lot of water. We may not want it all, but I'd rather have it. There we go. And let's look at the dates. Confirm. Day 5. 50% time. Okay, so we go to the clothing.
I could eat a horse. Let's stay in a lot because I love horses.
And we lose this. We lose this. We lose this. So now we look like this. But what is this? A 37% windbreaker. Wow. That really helps complete the ensemble. It actually looks better. It looks a little less chaotic and a little bit more coordinated. Could there be a terrible pair of pants? Oh my god, Astrid. It's so sad. It's so sad. 99% long johns. It's actually rare to find long johns. Oh, film though. So, you know, you got that going for you. I'll complain about it only every time. Oh, our food. Let's drop the food. Well, we don't have to drop the food. We just can't eat it. So, like, we can continue to wait for this stuff to get down to the point where we can eat it. And, man, this baked potato does not deteriorate quickly. I don't think we have to drop anything. You can hear that cat outside. Not a meow cat, but rather a snowplow cat. You might be able to hear that beeping. If you do, I apologize. We can keep that. I don't know that there's a lot of point in grabbing the cooking oil. We didn't get a bedroll. Which makes my departure from the Lake of Mystery less likely. Floor potato. We'll try it. We cook it now, we might be able to eat it in a couple days. That one too. And we went through that. I don't really care about the skillet, I don't think. I might keep grabbing the oats so we can keep doing porridge. It's nice to find oats here. I feel like you don't always find oats here. What was that? A bandage. No maglans. Did I look under the pillow, though? I don't think so. That's a negative. Okay. No hidden hockey jerseys. No bedroll here. No bedroll here. Or maybe there. Okay, fair enough. That's what it looks like for now. We could break something down maybe for, you know, for some fuel. Because now I feel like we got to hit trappers. We got to hit the watchtower. There's a hunter's blind that we might want to go to. Oh, you're all hungry and stuff, huh? See, now, it would be bad if you got food poisoning. Now I'm not ready for you to have food poisoning. Okay, let's have some chow. God, come on, drop just a bit more, please. Okay. What is our... Okay, we can eat these and we should be fine. I feel good about the crackers. I don't think I've ever gotten food poisoning from crackers. This, on the other hand... Now you only live once. Alright, go crazy. Nice. And the crowd goes wild. Yay! We'll just finish this. Take that. Take that, take that. Take that. Weather permitting. Trappers. towers. Or watchtower. Or neither. I hate this weather. A lot. What do I think I could successfully navigate in this weather? You know what? I know what I can navigate in this weather. We gotta go do something. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. What's up, bunny? You have nothing to fear from me. You're far too high condition now. A smart person might have killed a whole bunch of bunnies on day one and then just let the meat sit out. Maybe that would be smart. I don't know. So I know I can reach the boxcars in Forlorn Muskeg without getting lost. So that's what I'm doing. And we will find a flare there. There's usually a little coal laying around. I said I wanted to go to the Muskeg, so we're going there. And maybe from there we go over to Mountain Town through Basin. Maybe into HRV? I mean, at a certain point, clothing doesn't matter, right? If you can't wear any of it anyway. Oh, is the fog clearing up now that I've decided to leave? Typical. I was about to throw my torch, but I would have yeeted it out of reach. I've cost myself a lot of things by doing that. Thought I saw coal. That's like Muskeg because it's generally pretty warm compared to some of the other maps. That's anecdotal. I don't know that to be true. It just feels like Muskeg in general is a warmer map. Kind of like I feel like Bleak is a really windy map, but I don't know that that's true. It just feels like every time I go there, it's like super windy. And I know you might be saying, but Dunn, you never go there. It's because it's always windy. If it wasn't, I would go there. We could go to Bleak, actually. We briefly went to Bleak on Burglar last weekend. Probably been my longest foray into Bleak on YouTube. It's about 10 minutes. So we could do that. We could hit Spengler's and then go over to Bleak. That's also an option. That's one of the things I like about Muskeg. It's very centrally located. You can get to a lot of places from it. It's like PV, except good. Yeah, I said what I said. You heard me. I don't think PV has stands. I don't think there's all these PV fans out there like, oh, how dare you talk about my Pleasant Valley that way. Maybe it does. I'm sure it does. But I do think a lot of people dog Forlorn Muskeg. And I think it's... Weirdly, Forlorn Muskeg has this like negative name, Forlorn. I think it's a great map. And then Pleasant Valley. And it's not. I mean, I'm not going to say Pleasant Valley is a bad map. It's a hard map. I think it's harder than it seems. Like, it feels like, and I don't know how they rate it. It feels like like it was supposed to be a beginner's map, but then they kept going. Like, I find it a map that's very easy to get lost and disoriented in. I find its weather, this also could be anecdotal. You know, when you get a blizzard in Pleasant Valley, like, oh, there's PV gonna PV. You know, whereas I think in other maps you don't really blame the map for the blizzard the way it happens in Pleasant Valley. But it does seem like the weather there is just freaking brutal. Thirsty. And you're there a lot. You know, it is you know, if you're going to the summit, you're going through Pleasant Valley. Like, you are going to go through Pleasant Valley to get there. Unless, you know, you spawned in Ash Canyon, I guess. What condition is this item here? Far too good. It's far too good. Okay, we are gonna... Oh my gosh, of course.
Come on, little fire.
Looks like the weather is cleared up, so I don't know how much time we want to put into this. We definitely want to be warm, though. New location discovered now. We've already been here. Well, that was enough to warm us up. That's good. No, it's not clearing up. Boop boop. If we were to... Oh, wait, that porridge is probably... Oh, man, come on, porridge, hurry up. I was excited to eat you. Scrawled message. Yeah. I wonder if that rock's there now, Cass. Ooh. Hello, visibility. Let's get a higher view of the situation. Maybe we warm up first, just in case I decide to hang out up there for a bit. Give me one of them T-type products, please. Not the reishi. We might need that. I'm definitely ready for that when that happens. Making sure all those footprints are mine. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I saw the bear around here. He's on a break. He's on vacation or something. Alright. What do we see? Legolas, what do your elf eyes see? Elf eyes see. I always found that to be a weird line. I know I have elf eyes, Aragorn. You don't need to, like, call it out. I don't know. What do your human ears hear? Nothing. A big, fat Zibola. No bears, no wolves, no nothing. Beautiful. Groovy. I missed my turn. Grab that scalding hot can. There you go. I was going to say 52. Did they get better? No, this one's at 51. So, I mean, let's see. Recording time. Recording time. We could try to go make Spanglers. I probably should have warmed up another tea, but you know what? It's too late. I already left. One thing I have noticed they've changed, I feel like they've changed this with the wildlife refresh, is that they've been packing the wolves more tightly together. I've definitely noticed that here in the muskeg. They'll be much closer to each other, which makes the group easier to avoid, but if they're in your way, it's harder to get around them because they're, you just keep aggroing them. Very quiet. A bit too quiet. I have seen this bear. Post wildlife refresh. I've seen that one. The one that hangs around by the boxcar. I don't think I've seen him. There's a couple things we've talked about. The bunnies by trappers. Haven't seen them. The ptarmigans by Camp HQ. Haven't seen them. I don't think I've seen the bear in front of the farmhouse. But the other thing that I got to remember is that those bears may still be here. Their routes have changed. They may just have, gone in a different direction. There's a wolf. We're not alone. We've got him for friendship. Now, I would say, again, for, the sake of doing something different, that we could head into Basin. I don't have enough stamina to get up the rope by the time I get there. And I don't have a bedroll. So, and I don't think the cave in Basin has a bed in it. All right, Cass. I think I'm gonna. I'm talking to Cass Fireborn, who frequents the streams as well, and pointed out the other day because I was looking at this. What I thought was this. Oh boy, this rock. I thought was a cache, but I couldn't find it. That I was looking at the right rock, but it wasn't becoming an object in the game, possibly because I hadn't read the note. So now I have read the note. So I'm going to go check it. This is... I literally was going to say this weather is perfect and the snowflakes start. Come on, man. A snow shelter? I've never found this. There's boots here. I can wear them. Astrid, you have shoes. Can't eat that candy bar. I can take this firewood, though. Wow, what is this? Wait, what did that say? Something camp. What? How have I never found this? I've been over here before. Still don't see this damn rock, though. Huh. Well, we could conceivably make a fire. Where is the rock? I thought it was over here. I thought it was under this freaking bridge thing. Wait, isn't it this one right here? Open rock cache. Open it. Okay, well, it's not tremendously exciting. I wasn't sure what I would get in there, but great. Super groovy. Well, this is cool. Is this always here and I've just never found this thing? Or have I found it 6 times and forgotten all of them? Because that's also possible.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
OMG with the tinder. Coffee's done. That must mean we're out of time.
Freezing. Come on, little fire.
I mean, it had a name. I don't think they have added, like, named locations to maps much, so. Anyway, we're warm. We're going to use it. And we're going to sleep 1 and get the save. That's going to do it for this one. We are still alive, and now we are on the back half. We are 50% and under, soon to be 40% and under. And that will cause us to lose, let's see, neither of these. We'll lose this. We won't lose that. We will lose that. We'll lose that. We will lose the shoes that we just found. So, I'm having a great time playing in the series where it just keeps getting worse, but it keeps getting more fun. If you're enjoying this series, you could give me the like, comment, subscribe. Those do all really help me. I'll be back tomorrow with more adventures in the long dark. Until then, please stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.